Well, good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Wayne Netter here, and once again we are at the Jindalee Bowls Club for round three. And joining us in commentary again is Jim C, all the way down from Bagara, and Shillo has joined the microphone. Welcome, both of you.
Thanks, mate.
Great, dreaming of a bit of a session talking with Graham after all these years. Only ever known as Shillo, and we've imported him for a little game here where we have Dean and Dale playing. And playing Tim Hale and Jacob Nelson. So we're looking forward to a proper game of bowls.
Oh, nice.
We're hearing a bit of noise from the side of the green, which is...
I think that was Dean, mate. You can hear him from anywhere.
Yes. Well, we've got games on anyway. Looks like there wouldn't be any
look at the board,
games.
Jim. So there's a few. I think it was Matty Sargent's playing Scotty De Jong, and they're both two-game winners. So that could be interesting for that section.
There's a few of them. We've got those results coming in shortly. We'll give everybody the results.
A few old faces out there today. Old Puncy still going.
Yes, well, we've got Punce Junior and Punce Senior.
Yeah. Well, it's good to see Peter Junior out in the green again.
Yep. We had a bit of a talk when I played with him in a game at East Brisbane.
I went past there today because the GPS took me off track, so
okay.
it's still there.
It was the
Keith Dwyer?
Keith Dwyer. I called it earlier on. We made the final that year to get beat by Donnie Peoples and Ian Taylor.
Oh, Papa Dor, eh?
Your Papa played how many years in state games with him?
Yeah,
Several. Playing first Glasson, I can remember one season. Moama,
yeah, was a five-a-sides down there and a couple of round robins. Ellie Shields.
Yep. Ellie Shield at Moama when Donnie was there with you.
Yeah, mate, he's been he's still going too, the old bugger.
One of Steve Glasson's last years before we sent him to New South Wales.
Yeah, right.
Good shot here.
Dano's coming in.
It seemed to be getting heavier on the last 3 or 4 ends of that last game. People were dropping a metre short, was just losing a bit.
Just the way the weather is at the moment, Jim. There's a lot of cloud cover, mate, and the greens aren't drying out, and the breeze ain't that too heavy, so...
Narrowed the target down a bit.
Oh, the boys are sitting pretty. They were talking about playing on the other green in the last game, and it said it was pretty sluggish, and they said... Well, said I'm on commentary, so if there's any short bowls, I'll be certainly bringing that up when I get home. So.
I thought you might have worded them up, but you'll be giving them some.
No, they work well together, Jim. So we got a Dean is the technician, and Dale's the master blaster.
Okay. I have seen him play quite regularly with state games. I probably haven't commentated on him all that many times, 2 or 3. There was that mixed pairs final.
Oh, here we go. Miss.
That mixed pairs final went one shot either way.
Was that at Rockhampton with Jackie and Dale?
No, the one at...
with Lauren.
Yeah, at Mussey Hill.
Yeah, that was a good game, mate.
I commentated a fair bit of that game.
Yeah, one big bowl of canes and...
Yep. One big one back.
Yep.
One after the other.
Yeah, there you go.
Fire 2.
Bit closer.
Ooh.
How many backward are there? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
3. start for the boys.
Only 3.
Have a look at that again.
Possibly he didn't run into that with his run-on bowl. It might have cut some out.
Exactly.
But we're going to say 3 on this little machine here, aren't we?
Yep.
GFX.
Right, Dean with his first bowl.
Look at you go, Jim
Good
C.
line again. No, he's all over it, Blaine. All over it.
Now that's where
Yep.
everybody's been playing their first bowl.
So I tell you what, as they've grown up, mate, they don't listen to me, do they?
Oh well, you've got to be up, Graham.
That's right.
Julio
days.
Julio Campbell-Bassi.
Give it a chance. Give it a chance. Oh, here we go. Well, you can't get knocked up if you're not short.
Graham, you've got to be up. You must tell stories about that year.
Oh, that was quite 2 or 3 or 4 years with Julio and the Griffin boys.
That's the year that we were rained out. The club rained the last 16 out, and we went for a pizza because John and I went in Glasson's ute, his work ute, and we had white clothes when we got in the ute.
Yeah.
We didn't have white clothes when we got out of the ute.
Like your white bowl shoes, Jim.
Like my white bowl shoes, they always had a little bit of red dirt on them from changing the irrigation on the way home.
Exactly. What was on the tractor floor?
Yep. And Spike Cheney.
Spike Cheney, yep.
Spike Cheney
That
had
was
a
me
little
for a while.
pizza. Had a bit of pizza that day at the Pizza Hut.
Terrible, wasn't it? Still love me pizza. I make several at home, actually.
See, we got down to the last 8 in the state fours and get rained out. You get an afternoon off.
Yeah.
Doesn't happen very often.
Nicely done.
I made something out of that. Going to take some good play from Tim and Jacob
I
to
think
hold
once-
these two.
When was there
He's got a bit of this, has
they've
he?
got a chance.
He's got all of it.
Good shot. What he was trying to do didn't come as a real surprise. Steve Schutz, Les Elms, Lukey Turner is watching. You better learn something for tomorrow, Luke. Les Elms,
Oh, nothing. A little bit.
you're going to hit the toucher button.
It's a toucher for that. Hello. Drinks.
Somebody's been drinking stubbies. They're pouring them into a bin out the back. It's just heading the right way too.
Good line. Don't use up.
As soon as you
No.
think they're up, they're 4 foot short. Lukey Turner, the last train out of Sydney.
There's sort of misty drizzle just at the moment. So that green won't dry out when there's misty drizzle.
I don't think so, mate.
Let's
The
say
cloud cover doesn't help either.
it might drop off a bit when the sun goes down. The night game won't be running 17.
No.
That's the one we're looking for. See who's winning the sections and who's undefeated. As Shillo said early on, Matty Sargent's playing Scotty DeJong. They've both got 2 wins. The next section is Kane Nelson's only one with 2 wins. The others have a win each. And he's playing Arthur Brown, who's managed to run second twice. So we'd think that Bonnie and Kane would prevail there. Saying that, they were behind the whole time against the 2 Serenas and won on the last 2 ends. Very skinnily. Cohen Lickford has got 2 wins, as does Mark Perella. They're
There's a
playing
run
one
shot from
another.
Dino.
I just had lunch with
Go.
Mark Perella.
Gap, straight through the gap. Yes, I haven't seen Marcello for a long time.
Cello.
Marcello.
Yeah, mate, no. playing in Brisbane district at the moment, so I run into him on a few occasions.
I just made my acquaintance with him for a fair while since I've seen him. Now we've got Adam Taylor and Irvine Abai, a draw.
He's a good one
Jimmy
coming in
Flower a
here.
win.
Get through the hole. Oh, it's an easy game, isn't it? Oh, just out.
Used and abused like Mark Perella's father. He used to do the same thing. Play snooker with you, mate.
Now, I'll try to repeat the story best as I can, but Mark was saying that the coal mine, Moranbah Bowls Club, is on Perella Street.
It is. It is. I went to school around the corner, actually.
Yeah.
Moranbah State School.
I went to school at Moranbah.
I did. I lived in Coppabella, which was about 30 miles east of Moranbah.
That explains a lot.
Well, that's after I had
Fire too.
I just had 4 hours in 4 years in Cloncurry.
We'll respot that one.
Yeah, 4 years in Cloncurry, and then moved to. Dad was on the railway, so we moved to
Okay.
Coppabella. Yeah, so 30 miles to school on the bus and 30 miles home.
Okay. We probably need to scan down a little bit to find that jack. It's been
Okay,
respotted.
sorry.
We're drawing it somewhere just behind that bowl you see on the bottom of the screen.
It'll just freeze for a second, sorry. There we go.
There it is. Okay.
Dale's got one left, and it looks like he's full down, Jim. Oh no, they should have a touch from the ditch. He's close.
Made it well. Drew it.
Oh. I didn't teach him that.
No. Very hard to teach someone that.
Yep.
Nearly brought the tutser, and brought the tutser into half in the equation.
True that.
I wonder how Jacob enjoyed that. I didn't see his lips move.
No. He says, "Well, all right, mate. I just played a bomb, and I've got to do it again."
It's close.
Close again.
Oh, he's got it.
Shot.
Yeah.
Oh, and fell on his back.
Is that?
It was a measure. Yeah, well, the sign of things to come. Sign of things to come. These blokes might be able to play some good shots.
Yeah, could be serious. I think it's serious, Jim.
Reece Gilman. Jimmy Shoelaces.
Umpire.
Umpire. Well,
What's you going to play him, Dino?
we'll watch the last two things.
Well, that was the first end.
Here comes Mama. Oh, Pauline, mate, she's a trooper. Doesn't matter where you go, mate, she's umpiring.
There.
Okay.
I wonder if she's related to the taxi driver we had last night.
You can tell me that story later, won't you?
We get through all these stories. We didn't quite get to the whole lot.
That is close.
Hoy has got the leader of the pack in his section.
Did
Can she not decide?
it?
Not each.
Wow.
Alright. 3 on 2.
Someone said it was close. Two ends, 3-0.
I think Scotty DeJong is playing Sarge on rank 11, so keep an eye on that during the afternoon.
Yep, they're on 11. Peter Leon Senior is leading their section.
Yeah, he's playing with another old timer, Gary Andrews.
Gary Andrews. They're leading their section and they're playing a win and a draw team, so whoever wins that one wins the section, that being Val Scalaro. Wayne Masters has got a win and a draw, and he's playing Delgado's, so whoever wins that wins as well. So quite a few of them are knockout games and quite a few of them are dead rubbers. How long do you think since Mark's brother played bowls?
Oh, God knows, Jim.
I was playing for Brisbane North. 08, I was
15
before
years,
08.
15 years, maybe?
Well, I'm thinking more like 20.
Yeah, it could be. Because he's like out in the mines now, isn't he?
Don't know. I haven't.
He works in the mines.
Okay.
He flies in, flies out.
He was saying he's finished with the mines.
Oh, is he?
Yeah, I think he was saying he's finished with the mines, but I didn't catch where he was.
He was playing for the Gold Coast last time when we played Brisbane North, and I was playing Brisbane North.
Well, that'd be 20 years ago, Jim.
So it is 20 years ago. I haven't laid eyes on him for 20 years. We have to go back and tell some stories from 20 years ago. You'll be involved in some of them.
Oh, I could tell you a few stories about
We'll leave that one be at the moment.
I played him in the Mount Isa Invitation Singles semi-final. And there was a cyclone off Townsville, like it's a long way from Mount Isa, but the breeze that was coming through the desert, and it was that hot that I ended up playing. It was white clothes and black bowls days, and
Yep.
he had to take his pants off. He was that hot, he was sweating that much, so I played him in a pair of jocks. 31-30 I beat him, and that took 4 hours.
Quick game's a good game.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. And then that afternoon I had to play Ian Taylor in the final, and that took 4.5 hours. So
Good day out.
yeah, good day out.
Did you beat Tails?
I nearly beat Tails. It was funny. I stayed at the manager's house, old Ronnie Strickland.
Yep, the
and
stick.
We had the stick, and we had Freddie and Carol Fern.
Must get
Oh,
that.
he's a good one.
Great
Yeah.
shot, Dolo. Fred and Carol Fern, and there was myself and Ian Taylor. We all bugged to Sticky's place for the week.
Yep. Would have been
Yes.
character building.
It was. He took us down as soon as we got off the plane. But actually, what they did in those days, they picked you up in a limousine from the airport and took you to the bowls club and billeted you out. So,
Was Dennis Nevin still there then?
look, I couldn't
Probably.
remember. Probably, yeah. Back in that was, 98 maybe.
And was Ian Passion still in charge of the airport?
No
I
idea.
don't think it that far.
I was the radio announcer in '87 in Mount Isa.
Oh, okay.
Okay, Ian Payton was he's the bloke that tested the
Hello.
bowls.
Someone's getting a plug in.
He was the bowls tester.
Oh, that was Jackie
Ian Payton, was it?
Ian Passion, he was an old radio
sorry.
guy who bought the airport lounge room.
Hayden Oster's watching.
What were we doing, Dino? Trail the joke?
There, you got a bit of it.
Trail the joke?
Stick with it.
Good effort, though.
Someone's going to draw one. Just got to be soon.
Oh, mate, years ago, what was his name? Vic Muir.
Hang on, you're not going to tell Vic Muir stories here in case I chime in.
No, well, he took me under, after I won a Gateway District Singles, he took me under his wing. He says, I want to show you a shot. So I need you to come and lead for me down at Cleveland every Wednesday afternoon.
Yep.
He said, no worries, mate, I've not much on Wednesday. So we get down and he says, I need you to play 2 foot over. Every time you get on the mat, just shoulder kitty 2 feet, 2 feet. Right, then the opposition's got to change their shoulder time. So anyway, I'd done that for a month. We won the money every week. Anyway, this old member at Cleveland came up to me. He goes, "You know, he's only using you." I said, "Yeah, you're probably right, mate. But he's taught me a little bit, so said after the 4th week, I said, thanks Vic, thanks for your help. Oh, Tim, a bit tight, mate.
Got to play a bad one every now and again, but that's a bad one.
Well, they've still got a chance here, mate. Full draw, mate. Here's your 2-3 feet away. You get 4 shots. First in, best rest.
Well, it was hard to play 2 foot of weight when you're playing on the Salisbury green when I was running 17 and 18.
Yeah, that were good days.
2 foot of weight was as close to a draw shot as you could call it.
Yeah, true that.
18, probably 19, one of those days, singles tournaments, the big singles at Salisbury.
Well, what was it, Super Bowl?
Super Bowl. Needs a bit of the bowl on the good side. Like that. That's about as good a result as you could get.
True that, and he hasn't left much of a target either.
Is he up? Is he up?
Now, what's he going to do? Draw another one or be greedy?
Oh, I imagine him being up. Not quick enough. It's got to be doing a lot more revs there. Got to do a lot more revs at halfway. It's going to be up.
Put the blocker in, Jim. Put the blocker in, mate.
You teach him the blocker shot, did you?
I've been known to use the blocker shot. Some people don't like blockers, but
I can remember you being short, Jim.
Well, he's around the blocker.
he's nearly up too. No, he's given it a little kick in the thing. I thought he was up. He knew he wasn't up.
2. It's 5-0 on 3 to the McShills.
Was it 2?
He said 2.
Did he? I'll
He's-
put 2 up there.
He did too. I thought he did too. I didn't see it. But
Not going to play a short end anyway, shall I?
No, they don't, the boys. That's why they sack me, mate, because if I lead for a mate,
You
I
throw it short.
I throw me only.
Yep, not hard to get the bullet when the lead doesn't take any notice.
No, mate,
Played Bob Purcell and Don Lowry in pairs one
no.
time,
Oh, dear.
playing with a local publican from Bagara actually, who'd only been playing a little bit. Anyway, Don's standing on the middle of the green, right on the line for a minimum length. And Bob, he was skipping for Queensland at the time, and Bob was a selector. And Bob threw it straight to the tee, ditch to ditch. Went past him doing 25 mile an hour. Jack was 35 feet, 40 feet past the state skip. Should have heard some comments. Should have had some comments going out of that one.
I did.
But as
I
per
didn't know what it's
usual,
like being a skip, Jim.
Bob threw it wherever he wanted to throw it,
Yeah.
which was ditch to ditch.
Yeah. No, that's all the boys play, mate, is ditch to ditch. Unless they're about 10 behind and need a new theory.
Yep. Well, it's worked pretty good for Omar.
Yeah.
Omar plays ditch to ditch every time he plays in a normal game.
Well, how many people practice it, Jim?
Nearly everybody at Bagara with the
With the
kitty,
carpet.
with the kitty that runs a bit further.
Yeah.
It's incredible how many just social games played ditch to ditch all the time because the jack rolls that bit further.
Here's a question for you. Moore Park, is that still grass or
Yep.
is it still there?
It's grass and it's sand based. It rained 4 inches on it 2 nights in a row, and we still played on it last Saturday.
Yeah.
And
I remember leading for Alan Cullen like 30 years ago, and I couldn't keep a kitty on the green.
I probably I probably remember, well, I definitely would have played in that game.
You probably did.
When we played Gateway twice a year. No, once a year. Us, we'd come and then you'd come to us.
Yeah.
They were great days. It's where we had to train Wally King, Tommy Mullen, and all those
King
boys.
Wally.
King Wally. That's I still call Keith Wally that now. First time I saw Wally King, he had a name badge with King Wally written on it instead of Wally King.
He calls me Killer. Because he was in my dream team at Belmont Services when I played there for 6-7 years.
Okay.
Tommy Mullen and Wally King and old Joffa Gross.
My dad and his dad were best mates.
Oh, really?
Grew up at Elliot Heads. And his dad has the trawlers next to the river. And so Dad would take in mangoes and avocados and come home with fish and mud crabs.
We've got a low vat
Good man.
here.
We have...
Yes, well, the first time I ever played the Capella Bar Classic, Andrew Arthur was down there at the time.
Hi, Arthur.
And I got invited down to skip a scrubber team of Wally King, Tommy Mullen and I was. We ran second, which was pretty fair effort because there was a spectacular variety of people in it. And I was talking earlier on about the bloke that can win 11, 13 games of singles here at this club. When we played Langy in one of the
Johnny
games.
Lang, yeah.
We played Langy in one of these games and we did a 4. And Langy's run up the green screaming, a handful, a handful, a handful. I run up the green and said, hang on, it's only 4. And he's got me cold. He only had 4 digits on one side. And he had that handful up. And he claimed a lot of people with that story about a handful.
Look at it, what's Dino going to do here? He's looking to...
And he's still looking to hit it.
Still looking to put it.
He's got a gap.
Yeah, I went down with Langy to a Greenkeepers Federation week in Melbourne. And we were over at the Carlton Football Club playing tabaret machines and there was a horse racing one there. And I said, well, what numbers are we going to pick, Langy? He says, well, I lost my finger on the 6 of the 656. Then I was born on the 6th in 66. So let's go number 6. Yeah, mate. The old machine's horses are running and we got 16 to 1. We put $25 on it, so we walked out of Carlton Football Club very happy.
Okay, that sounds right. It sounds a similar story that we had to that in Canberra. And we had a rained out game, strangely enough, so everybody was around the place. And everybody put in $5. And it was like 30 people put in $5. And there was a horse running called Free Beer. And I said, well, if Free Beer wins...
He's got it, he's sorted it, Jim.
Got him. That's what he was playing.
It was his goal. Apparently he played singles, he played against Scotty Franklin at Burnley yesterday afternoon and burnt, so he's brought the form straight through to today.
It's close to sitting this.
Fair shot.
Anyway, as luck would have it, somebody in the group, I think it was Georgie, might have been Terry McGuinness,
Oh, Macca.
we had a hatful and we went round asking all the people that were sitting playing poker machines to put in $5. So by the time we had over $100, and I think Terry McGuinness said, well, we're going back such and such, and he had the money going over. And my brother tackled him from behind, took the money off him and put it on Free Beer, which was like double figure odds. And it was a 2-mile race or whatever in Hobart, and with a lap to go, it was under the whip. And John rode it to the line and it got up and we had Free Beer for 30 people for the rest of the day.
So you do it, eh? See? I always thought my brother John was Smart man.
He was pretty lucky the other one didn't win, I can tell you.
Well, free beer normally wins tomorrow.
Yeah, 3 beer tomorrow is a big saying. We got Mitchell Sullivan, David Keogh, Aaron Jones, Janine Brown's back, Les Elms, and James Shoelaces, all listening to this.
Happy days. Welcome, everybody.
Go
So
Dean
from
and
Tim.
Dale. From Josh Beattie.
Oh, Joshua.
Can take a bit of beating that one. And I didn't.
Can he peel this off straight away?
I think they only got one, mate, because
He
Dale
hit his set. That's
He's
stayed
going
for
to peel this
second
off
shot.
straight away.
Good shot.
Wow.
Okay.
They played before.
Should be 6.
6-0 on 4
Bingo.
with a tight end. I said it'd take a bit of beating. One bowl.
$1, eh? That's all you need.
And this one's got to stop like everybody does, about 4 foot short.
Got to give it a chance. Come on.
Yeah,
two
you
to
get
sit
out
on
there.
and
When
on
you
the
when you're
tackle.
down, you got to be up.
Yeah, you get out there.
I got them all.
Two blokes have been telling me how hot it is out there. I thought a bit of drizzly rain on them. They should stop whinging about how hot it is. It's just so humid.
That's all it is, Jim. I tell you, when it stopped raining at Chermside yesterday, mate, the sun came out and certainly felt it.
And when I was driving through the Sunshine Coast, you knew it was the Sunshine Coast because there was no sunshine.
Yeah, good start. Bowls behind, bowls behind.
Yeah, they're certainly doing your 2 feet behind
Yeah.
training.
And that one's up the front. No, made it. Just about jack high.
That's do no, always reading the head, mate. Two bowls ahead of the opposition.
Pulls up at shot.
That'll do.
Can't go forward, can it?
Rarely.
Rarely. All depends how hard you hit it, Jim.
No. It all depends on hitting it for the first part.
True though. I've given that away.
I can't reach jack high anymore, so
Shouldn't be short with this plate.
I don't know about that way.
he's gonna just about sit the ball.
I got the hole.
Oh, the wrong side of it.
Just about sit the ball.
Bit stiff.
No, we had a bit of drama up our way the other day because Cody Felberg broke one of the windows at the pub.
Had a bit of weight behind it, Jim, or?
He reaches the head pretty well.
Yeah.
And got a bill for $1,400 from the overall club.
Who, Cody did?
Yeah, took a while to get that played down. I think it was the fact that when he was quizzed about it, he laughed about hitting it so hard, which didn't go over all that well because it was so much above the excess.
Yeah.
The excess was so much above
Oh, really?
1,400
Okay, yeah.
that they were getting nothing back out of the insurance.
Yeah, fair call. Take the danger away.
Take some of those bowls away as well.
Yeah, true.
It's good having ringside mics, isn't it? So you can hear the chatter.
Yeah, it is good.
He had it at one stage.
Got a bit of it. It's got all of it.
Got all of it. 2 shots.
2 down. And what do you think of my half-bowl microphone stands?
Love them. You got the right name on them anyway.
Yeah, Taylor Bowl sponsored.
Yeah.
Oh, he didn't get home. Get third shot.
Almost. Who makes white lines? Are they tailors?
Tailors, mate. White lines are a spin-off that Kelvin done with the Red Line Series 16s
Yeah, well,
when he was with Taylor. Jackie's still got her maroon ones.
well, the story I had is they ordered 500 sets from England.
Come on, get here.
Someone messed up the order and they got 5,000 sets.
Oh,
Yeah, I've had a few sets. They weren't bad, eh? Every time I gave them back to Paul Hendricks and got a new set, mate, I wanted the old ones back because they were good. You know?
Well, all our trophies, because we have Taylor sponsors our wide bay challenge, and all our trophies have got a white line on them because
There's plenty made.
there was an extra 4,500 sets in a somewhere in Melbourne, sitting in a whatever.
I still know a few people that
So I
use
don't
them.
know whether that's right or not.
Here comes Taylor.
But all our trophies got white lines on. Well, it's got to be
yeah,
there.
that'll be good.
Well, there you go.
Bring on that free beer. Oh,
She loves her emojis, Janine.
yeah, she's good with them. Sitting beside Sheila, I was seriously getting thirsty too.
Plenty of a dime for that, Jim.
This looks all right if he misses that front one.
And come back.
Yeah, just yet.
He got the front one.
Well, he's got a chance here.
Took the second shot.
Yeah, that's what I saw, Dale.
Get high, we're down. Into that, we're down. Oh, what's that? Oh, it's up to you. More chance there, though.
You want to slice the kitty about a foot.
Bit of brotherly barter going on.
We'll see what happens when Jacob comes up to have a look.
So that's sort of a Dale shot. If he sees it, he wants to play.
Nearly moved the kitty.
Yeah, you know, should have played his own shots, eh?
Not only nearly moved the kitty, did move the kitty.
Wouldn't matter what hand you played, Jim, mate. If you're going to stuff it up, you're going to stuff it up, mate.
So that's what they used to get up an old Italian player at home. Said you shouldn't have driven at that, you should have drawn. You say, I drive, I miss, I draw, I miss, what are the difference?
Exactly. I had a go.
Thinking of two, but he's given up that idea and taken one.
We've got 6-1 on 7.
He opened the scoring.
So the underpants are safe.
Well, we don't talk underpants around here.
Well, they put them up on the post one year at Woombai.
Jeez, Desi Wilson.
Up on the
Desi
flagpole.
Wilson nearly put mine up in Pine Rivers one time.
Those boys from the Barracuda boys from Brighton.
Yeah, Nolly.
They're cowboys.
Kyle. Saw him the other day. Well, it might have been the BPL, might be the other day, might have been November. It's nearly the other day, isn't it?
Yeah, it was great.
It was a good start. Almost. They did a bit.
One of my old man's favourite sayings when he skipped. Just a yard short. Just a yard short. Just a yard short. And when you drop a yard short, the opposition does that to you.
Good old Les.
You drop a yard short and the opposition draws back toucher.
Yep.
Jackie McWhinney is watching.
I bet she is. Listen to our dribble coming out of our mouth.
Says something here, Rosalind Fraser, Graham Oates. Plinkett is watching us through the
Watching
window.
it through the window, mate. Trying to fog us out.
No, he's not going to spring it.
First off.
If we get pretty clear picture, we can watch some of the blokes on the next door rink without much of a problem.
Well, they're having a measure at the moment.
Quincy playing with his stick again.
Yep, he was waving that thing round like as if it was a weapon.
After it.
Now he's hit it, surely.
Yep, got a bit of it, but it's still down.
It was a very good idea of yours to put this game on because it's going to see some proper play. Ducked his head a bit at that one. The furthest away he's bowled one, but it is up.
It's up, mate.
Commentating with Kurt Brown, he calls that a lurker.
A lurker.
It's lurking. It's lurking there at the back for whatever reason.
We'll see what he can do this one.
Somewhere near it.
It's always good to get that first bowl up there, Jim, mate. It's always easier to take weight off than try and put it on. So
Well,
That's what he's done.
It might just happen. Might just happen. An argument with one bloke years ago. He kept rolling the yard short and he drew on with the second one. I said, "Oh, the first one." He said, "Oh, I get really good at now to put a yard on.
yeah, we'll see. You must be Irish.
I get really good at putting a yard on from the first one. Yeah, really good idea. So we're going to have shot and nothing behind the head every end."
That's easier to play to then, eh? What do you do next?
Well, you eventually give it away yourself trying to get behind.
Yeah, true that. Trying to play a shot, make something happen.
Trying hard here.
Very hard.
There's
As
his
soon
flag.
as I say that, he's short. And that's 2'6" at least, I'd say. What would you say, boss? At 2'6"?
And that one's lurking.
Another lurker.
I'm stealing that one. Who do I give credit to? Kurt Brown.
Yeah,
Kurt Brown. Captain Kurt.
there's a lurker.
I was talking to him the other day actually at Hamilton, and he's loving his place in his down Narrowway or something.
Flying planes.
Flying planes, yeah.
Yes, that's right.
He's nearly got his what do you call it? His training ticket.
Okay.
Is this online?
It's close.
To be fair, I don't know.
Yep.
Going to make some lurkers.
Yeah, that's back to the.
Back to the lurkers,
Going to make
mate.
some lurkers lurk.
You could see that coming.
Good to see that lurker coming into business at 6-1, holding 3, with an option for another 2.
It's almost.
Well, they've got a bowl coming in on the backhand, so
It's almost like you overdubbed that.
Yeah.
Talk about lurkers earlier, then talk about it when it happens.
No, we're
I
going
really
to
can't see
talk
Jacob
about him
being
being
short.
short.
Nah, he won't be short.
If he drops this one short, I'm going for a beer. Oh, he's not as quick as I thought he'd be,
He's not short.
but he's pretty straight. He got the he got the nothing.
It's out of the way.
Maybe he wasn't quick enough.
No, that's about it.
Put another 2 mile an hour on that. It got past
Don't
that
give the
bowl
bowl a chance to
to duck,
turn, mate.
to get
No,
out of the
no.
road. You don't break too many windows at 3/4 pace.
So we're doing the tee.
Same idea. I don't think I can throw it any better.
I don't think you could throw it any better. I'm sure you could throw it better. He's got the short ones, surely.
No, he's got another
Hang
one.
on. It might run.
Ooh, someone's in a hurry. So forward.
They're a little
forward
bit slow, both those 2 runners. He was going to come down that gully, he had to come down that gully.
That's fair.
This will be a counter.
Trying to cut it,
Touch of the Jacob, you're
trying
right.
to cut it. And say that's 3.
What have we got, Jim? 9-1 on 6 overs.
I'm glad you're in control of the scoreboard there.
He's on fire, Wayne. He's on fire.
It's nearly idiot-proof.
And when he gets it wrong, we get told. People write in and go, "No, you got that wrong." It's a good system.
I was confused by talking too much about up-and-coming eights. Be good, Shiller. Be good, Johnny. Johnny, be good.
No worries, Judy.
Simon Wood's back on here.
What's he?
Tony
Blocker.
McDonald, Ben Transwell, Mary Scott, and Rosalind Fraser. I still haven't found out if Simon Wood won that game.
He won't tell us, will he?
Maybe he didn't win it. Maybe I'm wrong.
No, I'm so
I thought I
sorry.
saw his picture on Facebook winning something like that. Could have been a raffle.
They're pretty hard. I can't win nothing lately.
I did well. I got $600 out of Calcutta.
Oh, nice.
And I drew the second biggest team.
Okay.
Dean's second bowl, mate. He's dropped his first one in the ditch. Just a little bit short, but still in the area.
Two little knock-ups will get it close.
True though.
Strangely enough, they threw it on the tee. Timmy's played that narrow one he throws in every now and again on his forehand.
Yeah, as soon as I left your hand, mate, you know what you done wrong, didn't you?
Us old timers used to always say ditch to ditch, and Chloe Stewart took to me one time commentating that how can you play ditch to ditch? You can't put the mat in a ditch and throw the kitty in the ditch. It's tee to tee. It's tee to tee, Jim. It's not ditch to ditch.
So it's not 1988 again, mate.
Well, see, we didn't have a tee back then. We had an X. Now, being a greenkeeper, it was X to X. The tee never came into phase back in those days. I wish I'd have thought of that at the time. I could have argued that back with them.
How the game's changed,
It was an X.
I've lost both your microphones.
They're not working, you mean?
No.
Well, that's good for some people.
No.
Let's see. Pretty handy shot here, Jake.
Is that like right on top of it?
I'll talk.
Yeah, just
We don't have to say too much. People are watching that. Jacob came down, feathered up and got a front touch. So didn't have to say too much about it, other than how good it was. The answer was just outside.
So can't afford to lose it now. Lost 2 bowls now, so only one down. One down at this stage of the game's not too bad.
Yes, got to be. Don't have to be crazy at it now. This one gets somewhere near making 2. Oh no, it stopped quick, didn't it?
I think he'll probably use it.
I think he's just going to try that, pop it a foot, 2 foot. Stays on the green and be an advantage.
Good line.
Had to stay on the green. And did. Very good shot. He had 4 more goes at it.
So what do they do after this game, Jim?
I play another game.
Play another
Knockout.
game? Do you know
7
who you,
winners.
Do you know who you play, or
No, because the 7 winners and the second best performed. So the best winner will play the second best loser, the best loser, because the 8 will go through.
Yep.
So if they're going to play one versus 8,
Yep.
it'll have to be 2 plays 7,
7,
and
yeah,
so
3
on.
plays 6, yeah, blah, blah.
So nobody knows who's playing who until they do the
So it's
score.
all over, yep.
And then we'll send everybody out to play 15 ends in the night, starting at 4 o'clock.
Happy days.
One bowl under. Nearly on the other hand, coming off those 2 bowls now.
Well, I thought about 2 bowls ago, but
Now that other bowl's gone in there. Sails us across to the backhand side.
said, mate, 1 down's not too bad. As long as they get another bowl in the head, mate, and split the other 3 or 2 or... Don't drop a score, mate. That's what it's all about.
It's a little bit tight.
Yeah, I think Tim's been doing that all game, actually. Every time he's tried to, like, produce a bit more weight with his line and he's just undercut it. That's the thing, when you're trying to force a bowl and you
Miss your delivery a bit.
pressure your delivery, you put pressure on yourself.
Well,
He's looking at the scoreboard and he's thinking about all these things, and so he's just sort of relaxing and just, okay, rhythm and melody.
I don't think that you and I on our heyday would have been spectacular on this speed of green.
No,
We
we
both
don't think we don't think we learnt on that, Jim.
We both preferred to play on quick greens that we learnt to play. I never played on a green under 18 for the first 6 months.
No, me either, I don't. Mandalo's winding up. You can see something we don't.
We had 3 greens at Bagara, the 2 heavy ones near the clubhouse ran 17 and the quick one out the back ran 18 and a half. So where do you think, Thursday afternoon off to play with the old man, so where do you think we played?
Out
On
back.
the 18 and a half.
Out back, mate.
With super grips.
I remember playing Stevie Glasson at Cooperoo when a Gateway District Champion singles final, and it was running 25. Played Ian Taylor and Man Isa, that was running about 24.
He played a few games in the bunt, got it off that. That's where he had to go.
But
Still down 1. Need to scroll down a little bit, Wayne, while you're still doing all that other stuff.
anyway,
You're on the bank.
Greens often ran 20 in the Rum City Carnival.
oh yeah.
Bill Steinert played Dave Johansson in the singles final one time. Winds blowing at Bundaberg, as it often does, at 30 knots. Greens running 20. A yard, 24 all in the yard to draw it. And Steiny draws the shot, jack high, 2 foot. Has 3 foot to draw it. As it goes to fall over, the wind blows and it rolls it a metre. And he goes 1 down and gets beaten 25-24. A personal performance which would have matched John C. in dummy spitting.
There could be 2 here.
1
Only 1.
in dummy spitting came because it was a final when it was worth proper money. It was
Yeah.
a 1,200 to the winner or whatever it was. And it you could swore it came to rest.
9-2 after 7 ends.
You might just go radio silence for a
Yeah,
minute or 2. I'll just re-switch this off.
We'll go to radio silence. We'll see if we get all our microphones working again. Well,
Years difference. There's about 7 years
Well,
difference.
one wasn't very old
No, young,
because they
young
could run
Dale.
up and down and do the power,
The power
go
chant.
power, whatever the power thing was.
Strawberry cake, banana split or something.
Yeah.
We think your team is shift to the left, shift to the right. Come on, power, fight, fight, fight. A lot of people bring
Two best mascots we ever had. They were better than the dancing girls.
I remember the first year of Premier League, and we had the finals down at Tweed Heads,
Yeah.
and they had everything, mate.
The meter maids.
Meter maids, dancing girls, you name it. The loudest one I ever went to was at Bribey Island, and they had a 14-piece brass band. And they had Richard Strawbridge playing third for me that year, and I couldn't hear a word he said. And it was
That
probably
wasn't
the best.
that good.
It was sensational. Sorry, Richard.
Yeah.
We had a lot
Good shot, Jacob.
of games together, me and Straws.
Yes, I managed a couple of seasons with Storms at different times. We did beat Lurch one time in the last game. Brisbane North played Gold Coast. Lurch was 11 wins plus 184, and we punished him by 3.
Close to it.
We punished him by 3 to bring him down to 11 wins and 181.
Oh, that's pretty fair.
Scroggs took all the credit, of course.
Of course.
Something to do with our leading second that could play a bit.
Timmy coming up to the net. He's got plenty of room.
Yes, a lot of short bowls this end.
You've got to start nailing it. This is a great opportunity. Whack one on it, put some pressure on the boys.
Well, he's mostly been missing that grass on his forehand side. I've only seen him, remember him really missing his grass on the backhand once. Nearly the itch.
Give it a chance.
He wasn't short. We got one mic that works. Yes, we have. We got 1.5 mics that work. That's a good shot. That's where they could touch the kitty too.
What do they call them? Wayne?
Oh, that's not far enough back to be a lurker.
Oh, it's not a logo.
No, lurker's got to be a bit further back than that. That's Shillow 2 foot behind shot.
That's it.
Vic Muir. That's the nicest thing I've ever heard anybody say about Vic.
Oh, man.
I'm trying to think of the other bloke that played with him all the time.
Where from?
Played in that same force team. We played him a few times back in the day.
Oh, what, from Belmont or
Yeah.
like the Stacys or the Robinsons or
No, it wasn't. It wasn't.
Lenny Mesh? Ray Stairs, he was a good old lead in the day.
How about, I think he used to say, same general or uncle, or used to say that same word all the time. Oh, Reverend. Reverend. Who used to say Reverend all the time?
Yeah.
Good bowl, Reverend. Reverend, yes, Reverend.
And might come
Vic
to
used
me.
to play 2 for him. He was probably Brisbane district, but I think. Whereas you were over at Gateway then. Another good shot.
All right, 2 down. The boys have got a bit of work to do.
Well, you don't want to be off this one because it's grass line.
No, he's not there, he doesn't reckon.
Halfway his leg went up to give it a kick. The leg went up to give it a
He's
kick.
got no idea,
And
darling.
it's shot.
Oh, it doesn't know how good he is.
got to remember, find out what
Oh,
Good try.
what the dolphin player that I was at the eating table with, that when the lady asked him if he'd had 2 desserts, he said no. She said, "Oh, I thought that," he said, "I've had 3." He was trying for 4. He was trying for 4 at the time.
did you eat those extra prawns I brought
Yeah.
over for you?
Certainly did.
Oh, a
Yeah,
little
good
bit of
bowling.
touching.
2 to the boy.
Well, those prawns come from custom seafood distributors.
And they're selling them here for $18 a kilo.
Well, looks like we'll be peeling prawns when Jackie gets home tonight.
You can't go too far wrong. Tigers at $18 a kilo, that's about half price.
Well, they tasted like good Mooloolaba prawns, I'll give them that. I don't know where they came from, but they were as good as the ones we have up the coast.
I'd say they came from custom seafood distributors. Seeing
Yes,
as they're a
they
sponsor.
come from the ocean somewhere.
Seeing as they're a sponsor of the show. Hang on, dear Gristle, don't go in the...
Yep, he's gone. Allowed one, are you?
Yeah, you're allowed to bowl one in the ditch occasionally.
Who was that, Dino?
Yep.
That's his second one. Last didn't go on that way. He put his first bowl in the ditch too.
Yep. Didn't want to be short.
You must have had a proton energy pill.
We'd say it's better
Yeah.
than that one.
And now he's got Tim.
Now he's changing hands.
Now he's got Tim worried that he goes in the ditch, so he comes up a metre short. He might have just done that as a tactic.
You never know.
No.
Good reply.
He knows how to correct.
Well, I hope so, Wayne.
Well,
He just-
if he wasn't going to correct,
He's had plenty of practice.
he was in a bit of trouble if he didn't correct off his first one.
Well, we're 3 o'clock, so I call that roll-up time.
Well,
So it gets a bit heavier. So I
Roll-up
guess you
time.
feel like you got to give it a bit more,
so
and he's given it a bit more.
I used to have a lot of trouble about this time of the day when I played with Keith Wally, because at 2:45 he would stop playing, and 3:15 he'd start playing again because he was waiting for the school bell.
School bell.
The school bell to knock off, and he couldn't hear the school bell, so he'd have about half an hour wondering when it was time to knock off.
We got an answer from Woodsy.
Lost the last game to Lurch and came to run 6th. Okay.
And they paid down to 6.
You'd paid down to 6, or paid. I know they paid down to 6 because I had someone whinging that they ran 7th.
Seemed like everyone ran 7th because I know that Alan Newman ran 7th.
Dolo's turned his back.
And I think Shane Krause run the exact same points as.
Stopping,
Ooh,
stopping in the sand.
no, he's gone. So there was only 1 point between everyone running 7th.
Well, lucky.
11-2 behind, you need a little bit more joy than that.
Well, there's been no more misty rain, and the cloud cover is thinner,
Just above that hill over there.
but no one's casting a shadow.
It won't matter when the sun goes down. You won't see it.
I'm not sure that was a good result, lobbing there.
Not with Jacob on the map.
Reckon the lights will come on much earlier than normal. Hello, here we go. Get a bit of it.
Sure.
Yeah.
Got a result.
You want a shot for that?
Well, it was asking to play something for that. It was pleading.
Boy, look at that, Jim. You'll have to put your sunscreen on tomorrow and you won't be doing it today.
I don't get sunburn sitting in this room, shall I?
Not true, that is. I worry about you, Jim. I worry about you.
I nearly commented when Luke said, geez, it's awful hot out there. And I said, geez, the air conditioning's nearly got
Oh,
me.
how good's that? Just give it some weight. Push your own bowl in.
The right shot's probably turning ours up, but if you just want to get up
Well,
right, I'm happy.
going to have to think about the players that we've live streamed already. Don't get live streamed in this last game. Or you'll be up there shifting the cameras. Oops, you didn't like that too much.
Or where have I got to move them to?
Well,
Straight through all the holes.
a fair attempt.
No, if you
Couldn't
tried
have
to
played
play that,
much
you-
better than that.
No, true that. He had the weight. He had several chances. He's got a lot of bowls to use in front of him, so whatever you hit, you're going to clear it out for Jacob. So
You might get onto that shot bowl again yet.
we'll turn it over and hide it up.
Not quite.
At least he's got a bowl behind anyway. No, so going must be downhill down there.
You can look out here and Jimmy Flowers doing 2 on the kitty. You know, want a photo of that.
I'd love a photo of that.
He's getting a hat for it.
Yeah, you got a hat from Greg Robbie for those 2 shots.
Fins up. And I think they're going to capitalise on it.
Oh, LB's here. Unlucky.
Still 2.
Well, that limits their limits
So
what
that
they've got
was-
in the head now.
Well, if you're gonna go hard, he's got to take the bowl and the jack. Old Dino's sitting down there with his mum getting a bit of advice. I don't think he listens to her, mate, because she's left-handed, so.
I'm not commenting. I'm not commenting on any of that because I know people can go back and re-watch this.
Oh, it doesn't matter.
Yeah, but I didn't bring a mouth guard.
I didn't. Yeah, you got to watch the left hook. Yeah, good line. How's the weight?
It's not bad. He's just behind.
Yeah, good shot.
Down the middle. Went awful close. A little bit of a... It's like having a snapper on the line the way he was shaking his head then. There was a bit of a head shake.
Oh, tactics style. Tactics. Well,
A Calvin Kirko blocker.
Well, not a blocker. It's a bowl out.
never seen him do too many of them, Wayne, but.
Oh, he's
Oh! Oh, we got 2 out.
maybe.
Cut it back to 1, he reckons.
Somebody better go up the green and field that other one. He'll probably get Dale again. Might be closer to him.
I would have.
Took it back to lunch to go and get it. There he goes.
Stretch it, Dave.
Wishful thinking.
only out by a foot. 1.
1 it is.
12-2 on 9.
6 ends to go.
Reckon it'll be ditched T to T.
Nearly go in the ditch.
Oh, how's he going up this way? He's safe this way. What ring?
What rink have they played on?
No. Just looking at that score down there. It's
14 to 2.
12-1 on it. 14-8.
Coy game is a knockout game.
How's Cody Barton? What's his score?
He hasn't won a game.
Doesn't want to go. That's why he's driving.
You guys right for a moment?
Yeah, mate. Good start by Dino. Here comes Tim.
That's his backhand that he missed his grass, so I said he doesn't miss it on his backhand.
Oh, you said the forehand, Jim.
Yeah. Wrong again, Dolly.
Wrong again, mate.
Hasn't bowled too many wide ones.
No, that is right.
Lyle Brannigans, Tony McDonald, Doug Tate, Graham Oates are all on board. off Wishka because he's going across.
Have you seen this one?
Will you be streaming the next best qualifying game? We'll be streaming a qualifying game. We'll be looking for someone that hasn't played on 7. We're looking for someone that hasn't played on 7 for a start, so we don't have to shift the cameras. And a lot of our leading players have played on 7 in the live streaming of 3 games.
Yeah, let's see what Dale can do.
Chuck it, and it just draws it.
That's a pretty fair start.
Pretty fair. You know, they'll be listening to this. You could have said it was a little bit better than pretty fair.
Nah, it's pretty fair. Like, he's not really behind it, is he?
He is really behind it. Right?
Yeah. That's the idea, see? Dean the technician.
Yep, well that's an old-fashioned story where you've got 2 shots. I don't want to make any more than 2 early in the end.
Yeah, but you can still make 3 and cover those bowls, can't you?
You could if you're up.
Yeah.
Exactly. But you don't need to draw a 3rd one
No. Just give your bowl a
after
chance.
3 bowls.
You've got
Well,
a pat in the back.
I think we want to be up this time. Because I can't see him outdrawing those 2.
No. That's respot on the tees, so the boys need, actually, I hate to say it, but probably a short one.
Beth Litvin's back on board. I don't know how they're going over there on that far green. They're playing Mark Perella on 12.
Oh, you got Brycey. G'day, Brycey.
And I thought we might get a scoreline shortly, 9 ends.
Our old mate's going for a walk out there at the moment.
But hear those instructions pretty clearly.
Yeah. Only thing he said, didn't say, Jim, was don't miss. Don't know about that one, son.
He's got more grass than he has had with his draw shots.
Bush Deno. Yeah, that's where he wanted it. That's what he called before, nearly. Still 2 foot short, Jim.
We'll say it might be heavier, that hand, than the
Yeah,
other
it must be, mate, yeah. It's not running off the ditch. It's
About
not running
4
off the
foot,
ditch.
4 foot slower on that side.
That's why Timmy's swooping out there. He's coming off the ditch, mate.
Well, he's swooping again.
2 different grass lines. Took his weight off.
He wasn't going to spring the jack with that one.
I don't think so.
In 7, the Gary Andrews Puncy game. I'm not sure who's in front. But he's playing Vels Scalaro. We wrecked on a short bowl again. Jacob needs to play this to keep him in the game. Thank you. Bit of an updated game here on some of these crunch games. That says that Maddie Sargent is beating Scotty Dijon 20-1.
Go Sarge.
We understand
That is a big score.
on 8 ends, 20-1 against Scotty.
Here comes Jacob again.
One each way.
Another 2 to the boys, so it'll be 14-2 on 10. 5 to go.
Looking like another game tonight for you, Sheila.
No, I don't think so.
Okay, Cohen Lipton versus Mark Perella. Have a guess at that score.
No one, both those bowlers.
14-0.
14-0 to Cohen.
Yep. Kane Nelson needs to win. He's the only all winner. He's up 13-2.
Over
Arthur Brown.
Arthur Brown. Some big scores, Jim.
Adam Taylor.
We've buggered up here. Dale's got 13-2 on the board.
Jim Flower is 8-6, right in front of us here. And he could win the section as the Koi is down 14-4. Koi is the only undefeated team in it. We'd say that Team Shillow is basically home in that section. And we have Delgado beating Masters 9-2.
Yes, 2 good bowls by Tim there.
And the winner to go through. We need a change of ends. Wayne?
Sorry.
You're right. Delgado, I'm just over engrossed in this one. 9-2 on 7 ends against Alan Howard and Wayne Masters.
Small score on it.
And the Punts says it's 7-2 to him, whereas on the board it's 10-7. And the winner of that game goes through.
Ooh, Dale's having a bang.
Cleaned a bit of track. 5 ends for 12 shots.
Not impossible, Jim.
That one helped. Fire 2. Fire 1, you might as well fire 2.
True that. Never know if you don't go. Shh, close, mate. Played in that 5-a-side at Broadbeach with him when we played at Beanley one year. We were out in the back green. And I said to him, hit it, just hit it, mate, hard as you can. So he put it over the fence, across the croquet court, and never to be seen again.
Like the one I still talk about down at Tweed, that Perella hit it, bounced on the road, then it bounced to the next one, and someone came out as Kentucky Fried, the automatic door opened, and the
Kitty come in the door.
the kitty went through the kitty went through the automatic door and up to the counter at Kentucky Fried. I wasn't there, but the story's gone round a few times.
Didn't mind a blast old Roberto.
I had him on a bit of live streaming commentary there, probably 18 months ago. Hit him with a few interesting questions.
Questions, I bet you do.
He answered them all very successfully
I
too.
bet he did. I haven't seen him lately. I saw him a few months ago and he wasn't looking too well, mate.
No, he's playing with a stick. Been playing with a
Yeah.
stick for a fair while.
Yeah.
Paul Jackson.
Paul Jackson, Jindalee kid.
That's what I'm thinking. It's only no one Paul Jackson.
Yeah, we debuted together for Queensland and Canberra together.
There you go.
With Michael Breen was there at the same time. He debuted at the same day.
Good shot there.
I think it was three of us. Paul Jackson, myself and Michael Breen. Maybe Neville Wood Bradley.
No, he was still in Victoria.
No, he debuted that day.
Did he?
I was only at the 10-man side.
Me and Dad. I used to
I-
write that on the scoreboard all the time. You played with them a bit when they first come up here, didn't you?
I did.
In the Winter Carnival.
No, the state championships.
State
I played with Neville.
championships,
Yeah,
wasn't it?
I was
Okay.
more. I used to play with Bernie Melville
Yep, all right.
in the Winter Carnival.
Of course. And
He's having an operation today. He's getting his prostate out.
Bernie.
Yeah, he had diagnosed with prostate cancer, and they're taking it out today.
Okay. Because that was Mermaid Beach at the drinking hole.
That
the
was,
Winter
yeah.
Carnival
That's,
with Bernie and his crew.
The first time I met him was at Mermaid. Walked in and shook me hand. He says, "It's your shout." And I went up, and brought him back a pot.
And you threw that on the ground.
No, he said, "How am I going to pick it up, mate?" I said, "What do you mean?" He said, "Well, how am I going to pick it up?" So he had a schooner glass in front of him, and he showed me how to. It was bigger than a pot. So I went back
we
to.
didn't
I
know
went-
schooners, shall I, did we?
No, we didn't know that. But I went back to the bar.
Great shot.
I bought him a jug of black beer.
Great
I said,
shot.
"Mate, here, don't choke on it."
We had Stephen Greenwood joined us from Townsville, you see, and joined Bagara and turned up on a Friday night for a drink and ordered a schooner. Said we didn't have any schooner glasses. We drank fives,
Fives,
sevens,
sevens, and
and
tens.
if you drank a 10, you were considered a drunk.
Drunk, that's right.
So
But you used to shit those fives down pretty quick, though, didn't you?
he used to bring his own schooner glass, and we had to figure a price for it at the Bowls
right.
Club. And so he was affectionately known as Schooner from then on, Schooner Greenwood.
Very good.
His mate Todd's Ramsbotham that played for Queensland. They played together a fair bit from up there. Another good shot here.
Pass it.
Yep.
Oh. He's set himself up, only one down.
Just draw inside that and put 2 on the jack, make 3. If you say it fast,
It sounds easy.
come on, you've got shot. It's not that close. Maybe it is close, shall I? A little bit of danger playing the backhand, old son.
He's only got to turn his bowl over, really, hasn't he?
Far away.
He's got nothing
It's starting
behind.
to turn.
Close.
Starting to turn.
And there you go. Did have one. We'll just watch that, Jimmy, because Dale's got 13-2 on 10 on the board. So it must be 14-2 now.
We might have given him 2 when it was only one end.
Probably.
11 ends,
You're only human, Jim.
even if only partly. Thought I was wrong once and I was only mistaken.
That's it.
Stephen Schultz is still in Thailand. He hasn't given up. He hasn't been doing much other than watching bowls. But
It's more to do in Thailand than watch bowls.
well, he's joined us a few times today. Then
Yeah, very good. On his break. Good bowls, 10-8. Good bowls, 2 good bowls. Yeah, Tim on his backhand. He's got to master this before the 15th end, hasn't he?
Well, we'll see how the... Well, he's put that out to a draw line. He was running last time we played that wide. He's just about got there. Closest thing he's done for a... Could have nearly backed that at halfway.
Well, he got his line right this time, Jim.
Yeah. Well, there's a fair bit of that involved in drawing a shot, Chilo.
Yeah, I just think the way, I watch people release their bowls and see how low to the ground they get, mate. And you don't want to slow green if you don't get down low enough. You get that little bounce and it takes all your weight out of your constant.
3 to 6 foot off straight away,
Yeah, exactly.
on that little touch on the ground. My man used to hate it. Told the greenkeeper at one stage that he would super glue the grooming wheel onto the mower to get a bit of speed out of the green, because if the greens don't run better than 13, we would just go fishing.
Yeah.
And
Sounds like Les all over.
the threat of super gluing the grooming wheel onto the mower was a bit of inspiration.
Yeah, well, now
We found
now
2
they
seconds.
make them.
Yeah, they found 2 seconds in speed in no time at all.
Hmm. Yeah.
At the time, I didn't know much about super gluing a grooming wheel onto a mower.
That'd be pretty impressive if you could do it. You save a lot of money in machinery.
Hello, what was that?
Bit of a false start.
Oh, Dello's false starts.
Got it right into the road.
That's what
It wasn't in the road
That's
before
what
that.
happens when you go to the bank and start talking
Did you-
and
did you
lose your
s-
focus.
Did you see that?
Well,
No, I hit the button properly.
oh, eh?
I mustn't have hit the button properly.
They had
Yeah,
shot
there you go.
after the bowl fell over. They didn't have shot.
There's a handy bowl by Jacob.
Jason Crockett. Good afternoon, guys. Looking forward to playing there tomorrow. Better check the section he's in.
Hoping you'll have
That looks like it.
hoping you'll have sunny weather for tomorrow.
Yeah, that's what it says on my phone, Wayne. So
Okay, well, it's kind of said that for today. Well, there you go.
Nearly
It
got
just
it,
replaced.
Jacob still put his hand up. So where is he, Jim?
Rink 10.
Ten. So who are the big stars here tomorrow?
First game's Van Winkle and Crocker playing Clinton Bailey and Jared Davies.
Ooh, Mr. Bailey.
You've got a bit of a Sunshine
be-
Coast contingent tomorrow.
Would be a fair game.
See a lot of Paradise Point players here today.
Yes.
Yeah,
From
yeah,
Bellway, Musgrave Hill.
They've shut the doors down there and put the cat out there. Everyone's here.
Close.
It is
Yeah.
very close,
Off
and
the
that's a
track.
shot.
Ah, the master.
1.5. Shot of the day.
Golden shot of the day.
Golden shot of the day.
He'll tell me all about it when he gets home tonight, Wayne.
Yeah. Oh, do you want to see if this one works? Oh, yeah, we got it that time.
I went home during Premier League this year because I've been skipping Reggie's at Hamilton,
Yep.
and I said to me third, I said, mate, I can't play the shot you're asking because I can't see it, and so I just said I'm going to play, wait till that bowl, come off and take the bowl out and get 6. He said, mate, if you see it, you play it. So anyway, I played it. I had to play the screamer. Anyway, I was proud of it.
Yep.
Anyway, I got home that night and Dean's in the garage and I said, mate, you want to see this shot I played? He says, anyway, I told him all about it. And anyway, his mother comes home and he said, mate, all he's been going on about is this shot he played today. You know, oh, thanks, Dean. Thanks for listening. You know, I won't bring it up again. It's been a long time between good shots and whatnot.
You've probably just played good shots all his life, and it's just blah blah blah.
Blah blah blah. I played a lot of bowls with Dino when he was growing up, so not so much with Dale. So he knows all the bullshit that comes out of my mouth.
Trying hard here.
Good line, don't wait. Get him up.
It's a long way.
Because Jacob can't be short, mate. He's got to be up.
Is he past the fur? Yeah, he has passed
He's
the
past the
first one.
furlong.
He gets his own.
No.
Oh, it's nearly shot.
Two
Two
down.
down. Tim looks really thrilled over that result too, doesn't he?
Mm.
As if he could headbutt the wall.
At least he's not shaking his head off. Going again. What are we doing here, darling? What are we doing?
That was on the wrong side of the jack.
Is he just having shooting practice now?
Yeah, it looks like it. Or he's
12 points ahead. Have some fun.
Going to be close to a counter.
if he stops.
Stop.
Yeah, it's got to be shot, doesn't it? All right, 14-3 on 12.
Call that a comeback?
They can hurt him from here.
You call it, Jim. You call it.
Well, I don't think they'll be throwing ditch to ditch.
Nah.
I can throw that one into the bin.
He's nearly up there at the end of the line.
When they took the mat up last game, they threw it on the tee. By bringing the mat up,
Still throwing it to the tee, but the boys lost a lot of balls going down towards that ditch.
yeah, saying that, you wouldn't want to be playing them ditch to ditch.
No.
I would have had a minimum to go with that mat up.
Probably mat on the tee and then halfway up the green, mate.
Yeah. That's just the obnoxious part about kicking the balls back.
Yeah, true that.
You've got the mat and you make them kick the ball back to the 6 foot line.
Yeah, I never liked dirty shoes, you know that.
I couldn't help it. Someone had to change the irrigation.
True that. Miss those days, Jim?
Yeah.
Get the big Evoker going on a dry day.
You know, John did most of the travelling irrigator stuff. I did most of the pipes flooding,
Yeah.
where you could see some water travelling down the ground instead of blowing it in the air and half of it evaporates before it hits the ground.
You must have had some nice, gentle, sloping land then.
Well, that's the advantage of. We were probably half and half. Didn't have to use electricity at the end of the. At the end of the line, we had enough pressure coming down. Once you come over the rise at the hummock, we were on the end of the line. We had always had plenty of pressure in the irrigation channel. 6 foot pipes, and you're the last person on the line. Couldn't get any closer. Our farm, you couldn't get much closer to the ocean, or
No.
you'd be like Mackay and come right up to the salt water.
Yeah, well, the farm we were on at Elliot Heads was the same distance from the beach as yours.
Yep.
All right, Jacob, you got to start creating something here, mate.
He had a bit of a go at trailing the kitty a foot. That's what he has to play.
Yeah, honestly,
If
they
he's
just
gonna get
both get bowls in the head, mate, and then try and create something, you know. Like,
Well, that's nearly on it.
they're getting outnumbered all the time, mate. They're not taking the opportunity when they can.
Yep. It's hard to make something when the opposition's playing as good as they are.
True.
And you're narrow and short.
You can't
Yeah.
you can't produce something out of nothing. Sean Keepy. Hello, Shawnee.
Royalty.
Royalty.
Dawn Warren. Steve Schultz still watching. Diane Shelford. Gavin McDonald and Doug Tate still. Game to be watched.
One of our Mumbai bowlers, Chris Harper.
G'day, Chris. Yeah, it is nice to watch bowls without rain, eh? Even though it looks gloomy outside, mate, we've only had a few spits here during the afternoon. Hello, Jacob. Yes, it's the one and only Shillo. Thank God there's only one of us, mate. Like there's only one Jim C.
Oh, here we go.
Off that.
Off that, move that, and you're 2 down. Is that right?
Yep.
That-
Perfect.
It's definitely 2 down. It's definitely 2 down, and there's a gaping gap down there. That the next one won't be any quieter.
No. Oh, Dino might move something
He's
here, mate.
trying to
He's
move
gonna
it,
try
but-
and change something.
But he's got a sad one against him just at the back.
He's going to fill up a hole. Well, that's the side of a barn.
Yeah, they're the easiest ones to miss, eh?
There's still a little hole there on the
No,
right.
no, there isn't. No, you're not getting through that.
These boys.
Oh, you're just going to arrive. He's played it pretty good.
Call it, Jimmy.
Oh, look at that.
Easy game.
Yep. Just aim up towards the other end.
No, Dean was a bit
Gave it
unlucky.
6, 8 foot away.
Dean done it, should have
He
done
could have
big
got a
new
front
one.
knocker. He could have easily had a front knocker with his first. And he might draw it with this one. You're not sure.
Oh, he's fixed up his. That'd be Dino, eh?
Good bowl, so
There's good balls.
anybody who doesn't think that's good bowls isn't watching the right station.
Well, we can do it. We can do all 3 of them while they're crossing over if you want.
That moment.
I think we won a first division penalty with
2002.
no, it would have been 2000,
Like 2000.
99, 2000, something like that. A long time ago.
They were the good years. 99, I played 19 days straight in the state title, district sides and state titles.
Good fun,
I
eh?
flat out playing 1 day in a row now.
Yeah, I had a few of those years.
Can he get through something here?
That's-
Oh, yeah, that worked.
4-4.
Yeah, well done.
He's given him, given him a bit too. A little comment back there. Yeah, you better get that shot out of the road because this, oh, it's wide.
Use and
No, he's
abuse and
all right.
abuse.
He's
Use
all
and
right.
abuse.
Told you it was wide.
Hey?
Told you it was wide.
You can see Jacob clapping. Look, he got 5 off Jacob, so.
Where is it?
Next to the number nearly.
I think my boys and Jacob, mate, they've been great competitors over the last 10 years that I can remember.
Well, the jack's over here somewhere,
Yep, exactly.
Next to the.
but we can't see it.
Righto, who are we going to say is playing in these games? Sarge,
Oh, you'd have to say Sarge at the moment, wouldn't
Kane,
You're going to hit something. Yep.
Cohen. Don't know. Hugh Blacks.
How many?
I can't tell you, Wayne. I wasn't looking. Sorry.
Scoreboard says 14-3, and that's what you've got, 12, so they haven't changed anything.
No. I'll give them one and we'll work off that when we clear it up. We're going to say that they're going to win the section. Because there's two ends to play in there, at least 12 in front. To find out Gary Andrews and Peter Leon, and we have to find out that other section.
A good start. They're going to peel it off and touch narrow.
Good weight. Oh no, he just took his weight off a little fraction.
Thereabouts. We've done 3 games today and 2 of them have been one-sided. But they've been pretty good bowls involved in being one-sided.
I had a small look this morning. I think Cohen was on the first one, wasn't he?
Yeah,
And that was 16-6 or something, was it?
11-0 and won by 11.
Oh, well, there you go. Kept them open.
11-0 on 4 ends.
Well, there was one in there, the whole handful almost.
Yeah,
If they held onto them, they would have.
Cohen
Just
drew
about
a
got-
toucher for second shot when he was 6 down a couple ends from home.
Yeah,
How good does that feel?
it would have broke their hearts. And yeah, they went on and got lots of points after that.
When you're 8 in front,
Yeah.
6 down after leading 11-0.
Hit and a miss.
I'll get it.
Take your time. You're not happy with that either.
Well, it's not up, I don't think. Well, it's not a blocker, it might be a shocker.
All right, Dale's changed his hand. He said, I'll try this side.
Can't get all the way up.
They're not coming off the hill there, Jim.
Nice track, this one, if he gets here.
He's talking to it. Still only the one down.
It was across the line. Was across the line a bit.
So how many you got, Jim? You got 1, 2, 3, 4. What's he?
Maybe.
Maybe.
Whoever wins there. It's 10, 11, 8. They're going to declare this head here now.
Plenty of time. They haven't got a stopwatch on.
He wants him to play, Quincy wants him to play 6 or 8 foot weight, so he can't be up.
Right, Tim coming down to try and build to the head. Yep,
That built the head.
yep, certainly did.
Well, Quincy wouldn't be pleased with that one.
And Gary's not looking too happy himself. either.
Gary dropped the shortest bowl on the rink, 15 foot short, when they're down on the head.
Well, he did say to me when I arrived just after the second game that he was feeling a bit shabby. But these old blokes, mate, they keep on doing it to themselves, so...
He's waving that stick around.
Oh, he turned so much then. That's the most turn he's got out of those bowls all game.
It's probably the best player the boys had all afternoon. The old Tim Muddy.
Well, you could play pretty good and be the fourth best player on this rink, I can tell you.
Of course, yes.
Once he's gone crazy. Gary Andrews put 18 foot on his third bowl and drew a shot right on it.
I think Punce took home the money at the Woombye 10,000 last year. Come up with 3 young fellas.
Oh, he took off the money. I mean, he won it, or he just took home the money.
He stole our money.
He's always in the zone, old Punce.
Yes, he doesn't play very light normally.
No.
He normally stays down at the Woombye Community Garden, which I mow especially for him when he comes to town.
Yeah, I remember playing with Peter. He was in our 92 state.
Oh, lucky
fours.
week here.
Oh, unlucky.
Just the one.
Yeah, Puncey he played third for Julio that year. I said, have fun, mate. Give me a break.
Yeah. Yes, Chris, it's new. You too can have action replays for $2,000.
Cheap at half the price.
Oh, I got to play with it for the first time at the Marucci Classic
the
last
fours,
weekend, and kind of got my head around it, and we're nailing it today.
Right, down comes Jacob. There's a trial for 3. Get something happening.
Can't get much happening when you're...
No.
And it was a special request of the organisers for me not to use the other new toy, which was the live scorecard.
Oh, okay.
I thought it made it too busy.
Yeah, I had a bit of an attempt at that one.
I think that was only one, Jim. And we still don't know what happened last end, but...
Did you see any of the game? Did you see any of Club Marucci's game?
No, I didn't, Wayne. No, mate. No. I was...
So we had this live scorecard up on the side.
Okay. Yeah.
Something no one else has done.
No. That's not... What's the matter with that?
No, I'll put the
I've got it.
score up.
I've got it transparent, so you can sort of see through it and everything.
Ah.
And I've got everyone's names there. It's a new innovation.
Yeah, well...
Do that scoreboard for us. No, he's not going to skite about what the score is.
No,
We'll just say it's 16-3. It's approximately 16-3. It may be better than that. We'll want to know the score to be able to arrange one plays 7, one plays 8,
Yeah.
whatever.
No, we'll work it out. I have sent a message to the other half up there, but they're up there too busy talking.
Come on.
No, she was given a job this afternoon, selling sweep tickets or something.
Yep.
She loves it.
Yes, they've canned, I don't know whether I've told Wayne that they've canned the Calcutta.
Oh, they've canned it.
Oh, I
haven't
didn't know that.
We're
Sorry.
going to do a sweep instead of the
Yeah.
Calcutta.
Well, I told you my reservations about it.
Oh, there's different problems with it.
Little bit of prep, a little bit of a joke. Let it go. Probably put it next to the jack.
to be fair.
Look at that, he can talk and bowl.
And he's fluent at it, Wayne.
You're talking about Freddie Diamond now.
Oh, Uncle Fred.
Freddie Diamond, we're playing with him, and gets a phone call. He's on the mat with the mobile phone to his ear. He's on the mat ready to play. He's got the umpire telling him that he can't have a mobile phone.
And he gets on the mat and draws a toucher.
He draws a toucher.
Yeah, it's easy game.
Second bowl, gets another phone call, and he's on the mat. Mobile phone on his ear, and the umpire yelled at him that he can't have a mobile phone on the ground. Doesn't draw a toucher, draws one 6 inches away. So everybody in our rink then had to try and get a mobile phone that they could put to their ear to help them improve their game.
No, it works. I've done it a couple of times, but not in a game.
Well, I've been playing Tuesday afternoon at Woombye in the Memorial Day, over 60s. And for me, it's a work day.
Yeah.
So I've got the earbuds in the ear and connected to the watch. I get a phone call, I can just take it. Hello,
That's what
yeah.
you do.
100 stubby coolers, sir, no trouble at all. Be ready in 2 weeks. And I'd be bowling at the same time.
The beauty of technology, eh?
Inspector Gadget, they call me, I think.
No.
Or Dick Tracy, one of the others.
All right, Dano, show us what you got, mate.
It looks like he's going to give us a lot.
It looks like it, eh?
Got a bit of a call here. Is that the one and only Shillo in commentary?
Yeah, we did that one.
Is that Jacob?
Yeah.
A fraction wide, but he gets around that, he draws another.
I just got a reminder on the phone to clean and vacuum the shop. Oh, what have you...
We won't show a replay of that
No,
one.
we won't. That never happened. We'll cut that out in post-editing.
Has gone in the ditch. He's got those pretty coloured bowls. No, this doesn't want to hit the kitty.
Oh, it could be 3.
Definitely 3. Something not to feel short of from the last end when you're 100 behind.
No.
Just a little bit quicker than the speed of sound.
Oh, let's see where Dale can put it. Let's go duck hunting. Here we go.
Big.
Good ball.
Oh,
He doesn't want to be short.
there's no glass up
he
that
won't be
end.
short.
One gone. Oh! Jackwood goes forward.
Gut shot.
Close. You're calling it?
Come on.
Oh, he's going to have a crack at it. Oh, what did he do?
Kitty's in the ditch.
Is it staying?
Maybe
No,
not.
he killed it.
Maybe not.
No, he killed it. Oh, last ball for Dallo.
Had to catch a bit of it. Nearly. Bowls worth 2 or 3.
Going to be going again?
Bowls worth 2 or 3.
Be a
was
good
the call.
guess.
Now, where do you see that? Oh,
Might be worth 2 or 3.
Oh, that's one way of doing it.
yeah, still one down.
Well, he's claiming the short bowl shot. Dino's going to measure it, but Tim's claiming that one.
One to Tim and Jacob.
Yep. Gets him off the 4. Gets them to 4 anyway. Whether that's 16 or more, I'm not sure. A few games on, but I might have to leave you and try and sort out who's going to be playing on the live streaming game.
Sounds fair, mate. Thanks for the afternoon.
Thanks for getting a full commentary with the legendary Shillo. Great
Thanks,
work,
Bud.
Shillo.
Thanks, Sheila.
Enjoy.
Good to meet you.
Cheers, mate.
Well, that's where we'll leave it. Thank you very much for watching.
No worries.
Remembering, if you've watched this on the Facebook page for the Jindalee Bowls Club, you can also watch it on Bowls Promo TV on YouTube. Bring it up on your smart TV. And while you're there, could you please like, share, thumbs up, all that sort of thing. Trying to get to 1,000 subscribers. Let's see if YouTube might send me a little check in the mail at the end of each year. If you could help me out in that regards, then I can do live streaming cheaper for Bowls Clubs, which is what we're trying to do to promote the game as best as we can. We can finish with a couple of recaps if you want. I'll just skip through them quickly. And then
How'd that rub go?
on Rink 7. We'll be back in about 20 minutes, perhaps, for the evening knockout, if I've got that correct. My name's Wayne Netta. You've had Jim C in commentary and Shillo.